There are two important things to do to make perfect shrimp and grits, and I'm going to tell you about both of them. Welcome to Lawyer in the Kitchen. Today we're going to make shrimp and grits, and these are going to be fantastic. And there's really two things that you really want to make sure you have to do this. You want to cook the shrimp quickly, hot, and underdone. That's number one. Number two, you want the grits to be nice and creamy with butter, cream, and some cheese. And we're gonna fresh grate some cheddar cheese to do that. Don't buy the package. It's better to grate it. It'll melt better, it'll be smoother. This is what you want. We're gonna use about 2 ounces of sharp cheddar. We've got just stone ground grits. These are not quick or instant grits. You want a 20-minute cooking grits. I mean, those of you who watch my cousin Vinny, you can't cook a grit in less than 20 minutes. Emeril's Cajun seasoning for the shrimp and a little more cayenne. I'm going to pickle some red chilies, a little bit of heat and a little bit of color to it. And then we're gonna have some green onions and of course, just a little bit of fresh lemon juice. We've got about a pound of shrimp. These are, I think, 22, 20, 30 count. I don't know, so anyhow, these are not too big. You don't want gigantic shrimp. You want something you can get on a spoon or a fork along with the grits and have it all in one bite. All right, we're gonna thinly slice these chilies. And I gotta get a better knife. These are tough. These are some tough burrs, I tell you what. I know this knife is sharp. Ah, there we go. And these are gonna add some heat. And then pickling them, this is very simple to pickle. All we're gonna do is put in about a half a cup of vinegar, white distilled vinegar, 5% essentially, and a little bit of sugar, about a tablespoon. And that's looking good right there, that's plenty. And we're gonna leave the seeds and everything in. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in about a half a cup of white vinegar, and maybe just a little more. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put the sugar in, about a tablespoon. And we're gonna go ahead and heat this up. We're gonna use this on the stove. All right, I've got the vinegar and the sugar is boiling nicely. And that's all we're gonna do is just pour that in here. And they're good and covered. That's fine, they're gonna sit. In 30 minutes, these will be fine. It's gonna take us about 30 minutes to do the shrimp and the grits, so this is gonna work out just right. This is exciting for me because this is one of my Christmas presents from my wife. And I had a pan and I loved it, and now I have some more pots. So this is the first time, right here, right before your eyes, we're gonna do this in this pot. And I have a cup and a quarter of water, the shells from the shrimp into that water. It just says, I know, it's maybe getting low on gas. No, I guess we aren't. We're not getting low.
You still have eyebrows.
Yeah, of course. All right, so we're just gonna cook these for a couple of minutes, just enough to get some of that shrimp flavor into the water. The first known recipe for shrimp and grits occurred about 1950 in Charleston, South Carolina. The dish became so popular that in 1976, South Carolina declared shrimp and grits as the official state food. The Gullah people of South Carolina's Low Country are believed to be the first folks to make this combination. Traditionally, this was a breakfast dish. This became more of a national dish in the 1980s when a food writer, Craig Claiborne, wrote about the dish using bacon, which is how we are going to do it today. All right, look at the color of the water already. It's already taken on flavor from those shells. And we're just gonna let them get nice and pink, and then that's gonna be it. All right, so we got this boiling, and I'm gonna turn this off. And that's the wrong way for off. So see how much of this I can get in the pot. Yeah, I think so.
All that water.
Notice how these pots have a lip for pouring? That's how you're supposed to do it.
I know, but you know is on the wrong side.
Yeah, if you do this that way, you could do it that way, yeah. If you look at this water, it's got a little translucency to it, it's got flavor in it, and it's gonna have more of a shrimp taste. And how much effort was that? Really? Nothing. Okay. All right, let's get this going again. I'll pour the grits in. That's a half cup, whatever your box says to use, do that. I'm gonna put already into it, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little salt. I don't know if it says to, but we're doing that. And we're gonna cook these for 20 minutes. I'm gonna let it come to a boil and turn it down. All right, so we've got this cooked on very low. We're gonna cover it, turn it all the way down, and we'll look at about 15 to 20 minutes. In the meantime, I'll get my cheese ready. I'm gonna grate that myself. That's gonna be much better. Got the cream out, got the butter, the cream, and the cheese. The grits have cooked for about a little more than 15 minutes. I'm gonna turn them off completely and put the cheese in and stir that in. We're gonna let the heat of the grits melt the cheese. We're not gonna add anything to it. And that's melting nicely. Now see, if you use the bag cheese, this wouldn't melt this nicely.
Ooh, that does look good.
Yeah, this is gonna be right. And now we're gonna put in some butter. This is a little more than 2 tablespoons. Nothing makes something creamier than cream. And we don't wanna get it too soupy. And then I'm gonna set this on as low as it'll go on my other burner, just to keep it warm while we cook the bacon to get ready to cook the shrimp. And we're gonna fry this crispy and save the bacon fat and the drippings and all that to cook the shrimp in. Okay, so I'm gonna cook this on the stove because the ventilation's a lot better. Yeah, that's nice and cut up, that's good. Okay, so we've got the bacon pulled out. I've got it draining on some paper towels. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on. Get this pretty hot. The pan's already kind of hot. And then while that's getting nice and warm, I'm going to go ahead and take some of this Cajun seasoning. And that's enough right there. And I'm gonna add just a little bit of cayenne. And I'm gonna do this in my hand so I don't get too much. That's about 1/8 of a teaspoon. And then we're gonna mix that up with one of these whisks. Use a finger whisk. All right, and we've got our shrimp in a bowl. This pan's getting smoking hot. And I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit, not too much. All right, and we're gonna mix this up nicely. And I'm gonna put a little more in here. I'm not happy with that. I got enough cayenne.
Be happy with it.
I gotta be happy with it. All right. That pan is smoking hot.
It is.
All right, it's time to put these in here. I'm just gonna put them all in here at once and get them spread out quickly. At most 90 seconds. These will cook a little bit more after they come out. We want them to be underdone to begin with. The cayenne's coming through, baby. All right, I'm gonna flip them. And that is it. Oh man, the cayenne is strong. And they'll cook some more. They'll finish cooking all nestled up against each other. That's pretty much ready. Ah, look at these. Oh, look at those. Are they not right? Look at how creamy they are. They're not rubbery. You can feel that they're right. Right there. How's that?
Pretty.
All right. Now a little bit of bacon. A little bit of onion. I'm gonna save a little bit for that. A few of these Fresno, and these aren't, I wish these were Fresnos. These are just red chilies. Okay, we're ready to taste this. I think I'm gonna use a spoon. And I'm not gonna put the chili in there because the chilies are hot, but if you like hot, that should be good. All right, you want the first bite? Listen, that's steam in there. Isn't that nice? Tell you what, if you don't like that, there's something wrong with you. The shrimp are perfect. They're not overcooked, but they're completely cooked. The creaminess and the cheese and the grits, you tell me about it.
That's a big old bite.
That's a good old bite
That's
right
a
there.
big bite. Is there pepper?
There is a pepper. Yep.
That's a big bite.
That's a great bite. Are those grits creamy? Shrimp are done, not overcooked. Lots of flavor. You like it? All right. I'd appreciate it if you like and subscribe. I'll see you next time on.
Why do you do this every time? Have a mouthful
On.
while you're in the kitchen.